The cold-blooded murder of 57-year-old Lionel Oliveira Sr. was caught on surveillance camera outside Kaya One-Stop Hardware Store on the George Price Highway in Santa Elena town. There is where the former BDS soldier worked for the past 3 to 4 years. But on the night of April 23rd, two men came up to him and fired a single shot at close range. He is then thrown to the ground and robbed of the company-issued firearm he carried.
He was quickly rushed to the San Ignacio Community Hospital by officers, but he died whilst undergoing treatment. What the police know so far is that sometime shortly before 10:30 p.m., Oliveira was on duty for a security company which he works for when he was approached by two male persons, one of whom was dressed in a blue long-sleeve shirt. Those persons, upon approaching him, one of those persons fired upon him, and obviously the reason for him being approached was that they wanted to get a hold of the firearm that he was in possession of.
The news came as a shock to the family because Oliveira Sr. was an upstanding, law-abiding citizen who was targeted by armed thieves.
It was a sad moment for me because I found out until the next day morning. It's a good thing I already had breakfast when I find out. Because as a diabetic patient, I can't take that. They had a different title and I thought it was my other cousin. Because they had Oliver, but then one day my husband said, give me the phone. And when he searched, he said, it's your uncle for true. It was a sad moment for me because he's not a person that have enemy with no one. He had only 3 more years to work. And I was always say to him, Uncle, why you want to do security? You already retired from the BDF. Security is very scary, I would say. And he would say to my husband, why we get a new job, why don't you come? My husband say, I retired from our security, I don't want to go back to security. But that's what he loved. That was his dream, to always be working for his own.
Several persons have been detained within the last 48 hours as the investigation continues into this latest homicide in the West. While the surveillance footage captures the crime, the clothing they wore was discarded following the murder.
Yesterday, some clothing was found in the Bradley's Bank area of Santa Elena town, which we believe was used by one of those persons who had approached the deceased. At this point in time, we are looking for several suspects in relation to this investigation.
For Lourdes, the killing of her uncle opens old wounds.
It's like a new reminder to me from what I have been through. I lost 2 by killing. One I faced it, and now, this one I didn't face it, but it still brings back a lot of memories to me. To an innocent old man.
Moody for News 5.